Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Yes, we're here and today we are reading Over the Moon, and this one is written by James Proimos and illustrated by Zoey Abbot. I hope you are ready for that one. I am and excited to be here with you. Yes, over the moon, to be here with you. Good morning. Thank you for joining in Storytime and welcome. Remember, you can find Storytime right here, 10:30 Pacific Time, live on Facebook, as well as recordings after. But you can also find us on Instagram as well as our YouTube channel. So do join us on all those platforms indeed. Good morning to you and welcome. And I hope you're having a lovely, lovely morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much. And as always, let us know who is with you, and of course if you're joining alone, let us know where you are and how you are enjoying story time. Thank you so much. And today is Over the Moon, so I hope you're ready for that one. Thank you so much for joining in, and all the kids in Auckland who've gone back to school, I hope you're, like the school has started off really well. It is hard being online, I know, but we will do it. We can do it. And so keep on pressing, keep on doing the best that you can. And we are in this together. Thank you so much to everybody that is working hard to make sure that our children do have an excellent education despite the circumstances that we find ourselves in right now. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. And of course, let us see who else is with us today as we get ready for Over the Moon, written by James Proimos and illustrated by Zoey Abbot. Good evening to you, Sheba Chanda, joining us out in Zambia. And yes, you're with your son, Benjamin. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good to see you. Buenos dias, Mariam. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. And Pauline, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in. Absolutely awesome. You say, Pauline, you say you love seeing the moon. Oh, me too. Thank you so much for joining in. And I hope you enjoy this one, Pauline, Over the Moon. Yes, I am excited to share that one. Eli, how are you doing? Say good morning and love you back, Eli. Thank you so much. Thank you. That just warms my heart. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Good morning to you, Eli. Thank you. And is Wells there today? Good morning to you too. Thank you so much. And Anais, how are you doing out in San Francisco? Oh, today you're actually watching from LA. Oh my goodness. Good morning to you, Anais, Globetrotter. All right, Anais, thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you have your lovely time out there in LA. And good morning to you, Kate. Thank you so much for joining in. Naima, good morning to you. And of course, good morning to you, Cairo, and good morning to you, Nia. Naima, I hope you're having a lovely start to second grade. Miss having you in the class, but absolutely love it that you're here for story time. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, good morning to you, Dominique, as well. Thank you. Niladri joining us from upstate New York. Good afternoon to you. How are you doing? And of course, good afternoon to you, Naveen. Thank you so much for joining us today, Niladri. Absolutely appreciate it. Good morning to you, Ellen in Chicago. Good morning to you one more time. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. And yes, you say it's sunny in Chicago, but Ellen, you bring the sun to story time as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for always updating us on what's happening with Chicago. Thank you so much. Amber Brown, how are you doing? Justine and Joe, how are you today? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. Justine, I hope you're excited and I hope you're having a great start to third grade. And Jojo, first grade, how is it going? Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Jasmine. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, you're joining in with Ava. And Ava wants us to know that she's playing with her water beads. Oh, awesome. Oh, I hope you're having fun, and I hope that this story makes it even more enjoyable, right? Thank you so much, Ava, for sharing all that. Harmony Beth, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining in. How are you doing? Good to see you. Obsa, I miss you, buddy, but I hope you're having a great time in second grade. Absolutely missing having you in the class. And good morning to you. How are you doing? And Asta, good morning to you too. All right, good morning, good morning. Michelle Jaramillo Cortez La Chita, how are you doing, my sister? Thank you so much for joining in as always. Yes, my week, absolutely wonderful. I've met my kids and, couldn't ask for anything more. It is absolutely wonderful. And I hope you're having a great start to your year too, Michelle. Thank you so much. Yeah. And everybody at Piedmont Ave, wishing you a good year, a wonderful year indeed. So, yes, we're in this together. Thank you, Michelle. And to everybody out there too, Shamonica Clark, yes, how are you doing? Hope you're having a lovely start to the year as well. Yes, thank you so much. Sheva Chanda, thank you and appreciate it, Benjamin. Absolutely love it. Thank you. Jessica Fontino, how are you doing? And Desmond and Gilroy, good to have you back. Thank you so much for joining us. Michelle in Oakland one more time with Calypso the cat joining in. Thank you so much. Good morning to you. We'll be getting started soon with Over the Moon. Good morning to you, Amber Brown. And you say Miss Grill and Miss Brooks. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. I am so happy. Good morning to you, Rocco Clay and Chriselle out in Long Beach. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining in. Yes, when does your school year start, Rocco and Clay? Let me know if you are at school yet, because here in Auckland, we are now on day 3. Yes. All right, now let us get started with our story, Over the Moon, by James Proimos and illustrated by Zoey Abbot. Are you ready? When a baby floats down a river, she doesn't think about her place in the world. She just goes with the flow. When 2 wolves sit on the river's edge, the first wolf thinks about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong. The second wolf thinks about dinner. Oh, that's me. Food, 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 give me food. When 2 wolves spot a baby floating down the river, they agree it would be a good idea to scoop her up and take her home. And so they do. When the 2 wolves get the baby home, they are both over the moon with joy. The first wolf says, "We will nourish her and teach her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong." The second wolf says, "I was planning on eating her." But the wolves do teach her well. And the baby grows into a young girl. When the first wolf says, "I love you, child," and the second wolf says, "I must admit, you make a better girl than you would have made a meal." The girl is happy. Oh. The days pass and the girl grows stronger and wiser. The first wolf says, "Time moves too fast." The second wolf says, "I am afraid she will leave us one day." That was the whole point of nourishing her and teaching her about good and evil, dark and light, right and wrong, says the first wolf. One day, when the girl goes out to pick berries for dinner, she sees something she has never seen before. And look at her eyes. She runs home. She does not even know why. What did she see? When night falls, the girl can't stop thinking about what she saw. The world is upside down. She is not the girl she was before. What could it be? The girl goes back to the same spot again and again and again. When the girl tells the wolves it is time for her to go, the first wolf says, "That is why we nourished you and taught you about good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong." The second wolf tries hard not to, but sheds a tear. Suddenly, the ground feels like a river, and the current takes her to a building. And to an open door. And the world awaits. Now the girl and the wolves will spend their days apart. But when each day ends, the wolves will be there to scoop the girl into their arms and take her home. As they did from the river so very long ago. The end. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one. I certainly did. Yes, Over the Moon by James Proimos and illustrated by Zoey, Abbot. Yes, indeed. And before we go, I just wanted to also share a little bit about the book. It just says, this gently humorous story shows that families come in many forms and that love is about both holding on and letting go. Yeah. Great advice, heartwarming book indeed. And yes, I know lots of parents out there, you can relate to that as well as your kids grow and sometimes you have to let go. But of course, many times they need to be drawn in closer and given a hug. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Kids, parents, families, everybody that is joining out there, please do love the people that are with you and just enjoy the times you're together because time does fly fast. And of course, people grow, kids grow, and they will have a life of their own as well. So enjoy every minute you have with them. And of course, kids, enjoy the amount of time that you have with the adults in your life. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. And I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely start to this day or an end, depending on where you are. Hope most of all you enjoyed Over the Moon. Yes, but tomorrow we are back with another story and with a special something to that story. I will not reveal what it is. The book is called Brave Molly. Do join us for that one and find out. Mr. Limado will be doing something special tomorrow with this book. I'm not saying what it is. Join in and find out tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining in. And let's just see who else has joined us very quickly before we go. Thank you to everybody that joined in. Harmony Beth, thank you so much for joining in. As always, appreciate you. I hope you have yourself a lovely day. Obsa, thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Michelle Jaramillo Cortez, appreciate you so much. Thank you always. And congratulations, of course, on your new role as well, Michelle. Yes, drinks on you the next time we meet. Benjamin, thank you so much. Have a good night out in Zambia. Thank you. Desmond in Gilroy, good to see you back and thank you for joining in. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Thank you so much. Michelle, one more time, thank you. Good morning to you, Amber Brown. Thank you so much, Justine and Jojo. Thank you. Rocco, Clay, and Chriselle. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, talk to you very soon. Thank you so much. Isabella, I will see you in class in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Leslie, I hope your school is going well. And Luis, also congratulations. Yes, keep on moving on and doing what you do. Thank you so much. Lynn Gittama, thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you. And yes, excited for this year we have together. Thank you so much. Yes. Jen Veda, always appreciated. Yes, you say a touching story about parenthood. Oh, I hope it's happy tears, Jen. I hope it's happy tears. Absolutely. You have two great boys. Enjoy the time with them. Thank you so much. All right. And to you, yes, Isabella, one more time. Jessica Fontino. Thank you, Desi. Yes, for joining us today. Niladri, you said you loved the book. That's what it's about. If you love the book, then my job is done. Thank you so much. Opsa, yes, we will see you soon. Opsa, I am teaching second grade, but I have the other class. Thank you. All right. Beautiful story, says Sheba. And Jasmine, you're saying Eva in West Auckland. Thank you, Eva, for letting us know where you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, from me, as always, it is much love, and I will see you tomorrow when we are back for Brave Molly. Yes, hugs from me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, before I go, Linda D. Jones, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Love it. Bye-bye.